Don't bother learning. Tier 1 subs are $6 US now instead of 5. I wonder if the streamers get that extra dollar. Or I wonder if that extra dollar is because Twitch wasn't making enough exponential growth today. Cool clouds. That's a cool looking map. I mean, cool looking clouds. Absolutely a ladder. Great. That's why I moved away from the Twitch subs and pushed to Ko-fi so hard. Lets us be free of the greed. Really appreciate that so many people came on board for the Ko-fi. It's awesome. And he says you should be able to see your sub money from last month, right? Yeah, I should probably go check up. Okay, I keep having not a great time going that way. Good old neoliberalism, yep. God, sorry, just something I was thinking about this game. It doesn't matter. Mind if you're in the EU, you need to do your purchase of video games. Yeah, what's that about again? That vote? What's it for? Remind me? Remind all of us, I guess? Oh, it's the thing where people, developers can't sell you a multiplayer game and then make it unplayable, right? They can't just, like, decide to delist it or shut it down. Legislation to stop devs from killing online-only games, right. EU is an initiative to look into the legality of destroying games. That's good. Yeah, like the fucking film and TV companies are doing lately, just like delisting all their bullshit for tax write-offs. They have to leave games in a playable state after they stop supporting it. Good. This is fucking dangerous. I'm not gonna crank here. I'm just gonna engage whoever looks at me funny and then fly away. No one's looking at me funny enough. You are. You win the prize.
Lock.
You can have one. You can have one. I'm out.
Over G. Over G. Critical speed. Over
Yeah,
G.
got a lot of good speed there. Got one. Holy shit, there's a griffin right next to me! Immediately chaffed out, I think.
Over
Good.
G.
But there's a griffin right next to me, good lord. Fly away from it.
Altitude. Pull up. Pull up. Over G. Over G.
Who's Thor for an opinion on the matter?
Over G.
Or only
Over
just
G.
like this year started watching that guy. Did he have a weird opinion? The only thing I can see with the fine print of that is like, what happens if you're like an indie dev who wants to make an online-only game, and then, like, not for greed or anything, just really through no fault of your own, you can't keep the servers going? Like, what happens to you legally? I assume that it's not, like, just draconian. Like, I assume there's something accounting for that, right? They're dead. Make it P2P. Okay, right. Right, so it's just about... You have to leave your game in a state where it doesn't depend on only your servers and your servers are gone. And the petition is mostly relating to only single-player games. Right, that seems fine. That seems fine and good and about fucking time. Seems like the EU is the only place who ever gives a shit about this kind of important legislation for video game. I really want to acquire this Mirage. I think it's dead. I realized too late. That's definitely dead. So this J11's coming in across the ocean. I don't want to get crazy on it until it... Really? Oh shit.
Over G.
A wounded bird is still dangerous.
Altitude. Pull up. Pull up. Over G.
Oh
Over
shit.
G. Pull up.
That was a bad launch. Fuck my life. I shouldn't have done that.
Lock. Over G. Over G.
Oh, but it's trying! It was a good launch! It was a good launch, folks! Get it! Get it! Get it! Fuck you! Get it! Oh shit! Long range thermal?
Pull up. Pull up.
That's just that Mirage being crazy again.
Pull up. Over
That
G.
Mirage who
Over
was
G.
last man in the match and finally dies.
Over G. Over G.
That Mirage did a flat, uncontrolled flat spin all the way down from like 8,000 K up, 8K up, and was firing missiles the whole way. What a champion. But yeah, that was a bad 9M launch for me. That's why that 9M didn't work. If I had fired it and it hadn't had to burn all its energy on launch, it would have had enough energy to kill that fucker. But I launched too early. I should have turned more. And also says it's a vague, problematic proposition with a whole lot of hand waving, and oh, I'm sure they'll be careful because they're legendarily nuanced about these things. Yeah, I can definitely see it, like a law like that being written in a way that's like stifling or bad, but I think it's good that it's being looked at by the sound of it, without exploring or researching it at all. I think it's fucking good that it's being looked at. It's been fucking years of AAA, like, greedy, huge, big fat cat publishers getting their own way and just like absolutely exploiting the shit out of players and player bases. Really anything the EU typically looks at in regards to that seems to be good. Like the gambling shit, the loot box shit. We can thank the EU for, I think, a lot of improvement on that front already, right? The whole Overwatch shit and stuff like that, I believe, it's a while now, I can't remember, but I believe, didn't we go through that period where loot boxes were worse or were going to be worse and they had to get better because of the EU, and then a lot of companies are just like, we would just won't sell our games in the EU then. So I think it's very good that they're investigating that. It should be done. Video games, like a lot of digital and new shit, new media, is the Wild West that people just get to exploit and take advantage of. As more big money moves into video games, you can't like just trust or rely on people whose only fucking qualifications is like business school and are just here to make money. You can't rely on those people to have any kind of ethics at all. In fact, quite the opposite. You can rely on them to not have ethics. You can typically rely on someone like that to not have ethics. Capitalism actually is kind of reliable in that sense. You can rely on capitalists, people really engaging super hard in the capitalist system, people trying to succeed in the capitalist system to try to exploit others. That's how the system works. So, it's good because a lot of other countries, like Australia, like America, you don't really see them ever give a shit about this stuff because our government is fucking old and doesn't care. I don't know what the difference is in Europe. I don't know why Europe cares, but it's good. It's good to give a shit about this stuff and try to make legislation and safeguards and things like that, so that fat cat robber barons can't just rob us blind and exploit us on our money, because that'll happen in every industry all the time. And yeah, that's why so much, you know, not that's why, but they're just, since the 2000s, there's so much money in games now. It hasn't been, you know, a little thing for a long time. It needs legislation. You need to stop this shit.
Lock.
Can I ask what your favorite hot sauce is? I don't like any. Sorry. I'm not a hot sauce guy.
Lock.
These guys can't run.
Lock.
This is interesting. They can't, like, get away from these.
Over G.
Right? If they try to notch left, which is the way they were already turning, they go straight into the canyon. Are you just dead? I don't know. Maybe.
Altitude.
Did I get behind this
Over
cliff in
G.
time? I think
Pull
I
up.
did.
Over G. Over G. Over G.
I need to not flow over this or I'm fucked.
Lock.
That is
Over
a
G. Over G.
decent launch, but I need to turn around. I went too high. Oh shit.
Over G.
Okay,
Over G.
run for cover. What I'm gonna do now, this is a bad idea, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna go skulk along the bottom here, looking for reds
Over G.
who are doing the same thing. It's not really a good idea,
Over G. Over
I
G.
think, but I'm gonna do it anyway. This is
Roll
basically
left.
high risk, high reward. If anybody else is coming along here, we're gonna pick them up. Hang on, we've got someone. Who does? Hey, Hermano.
Lock. Over G. Over G.
Hey, motherfucker! And that's who we're looking
Over
for.
G.
That was fun. You know how pissed off I would be if that happened to me? I'd be like, oh, I'm just dead then, fuck! That's such a fun little ambush. So yeah, to recap from like an hour ago, jets are like hypersonic horse and knight jousting with magic missile lances. Except when they're like in mountains, and then they're like... Wait. Ah! Oh shit! Then it's fucking this shit! Then it's scary! Oh, I lost so much speed. I'm like handing it to him. I think I'm dead. Yeah. Yeah, I got Uno reversed. I absolutely got Uno reversed. I also panicked and lost all my airspeed. I probably would have been okay after the ambush, but my mistake was panicking and losing all my airspeed. The F-15 really loses that airspeed quick if you're below a certain limit. If you're like below 1100 and you just hit the elevators, you'll lose all your airspeed in like 1/2 a turn, and then you're fucked. There's my aircon. I'm hot. I probably will end sooner. Like in like 20 or 30 minutes so I can go eat something. It was worth it over that first one. That first one was fun. Your mistake was coaching on the high off that ambush letting your guard down? Yes. I was like, oh, we're done now. I don't know where that other little fucker was hiding, but they come out of that woodwork good. They were slow. If I really cared, I'd watch the replay, see what they're hiding, but I don't really. Anyway, yeah, what was Thor's opinion on it? No one is right all the time. I tend to agree with him. He said something the other day that was definitely, I didn't necessarily agree with, which is fine, by the way. Like, it's totally fine. When he was talking about balance, where you were saying, like, in general, you don't fix metas by nerfing what's really good. You fix it by buffing everything else. I actually don't disagree with it, I guess, but, like, it's very wide scale. Like, it's not something that people should take and then apply to every situation. Like, it's not like a golden rule. But I do agree in general that, like, you don't want to just nerf shit forever. That sucks. But you also can't just buff everything because then you just get power creep. I'm sure, though, it was just like a YouTube short, so he probably goes into more depth and says that, if he knows what he's talking about, which he generally seems to. But, you know, game design, surprise, surprise, I think tends to be nuanced. Plane looks so nice. Alright, we're high. Let's stop climbing. I can go higher to give my missile even more energy advantage over there, but I don't really want to play the jousting game with the high out guys as much. If I get, like, handed a really easy shot, I'll take it. But I don't want to go much higher because then it'll make my defending that much harder, too. Like, I might have to start doing. I don't love any of those shots. That one's not bad. I'll take...
Lock.
Oh, what the fuck? No, no, no. This one. I'll take that one and then I'll break.
Over G.
I don't have to lose all my position if I break early enough. That's the advantage of not going so deep. Is I can just kind of like go in a little bit. And, you know, go back in now. Why do I hear the sound of missiles?
Lock.
Okay, never mind.
Over G.
Scary. No, it's not on me. That's on someone else. That changed direction. Is that a real target? No, because that F-16 would have seen them if that was a real F-16. He was kind of acting like this kind of thing would be the death of live service games, which is just a misunderstanding of initiative points. But I really dislike how he's unwilling to discuss this issue where Ross can be found. I don't know who Ross is. Problem though, there was a MiG-29 really close to me. I think it's that one.
Over G.
That might also be a fucker. I'm gonna give you a go. I'm not gonna give you a go. I can't really help you, but when you turn around I can. Yeah,
Lock.
fuck you.
Over G.
Oh, wait, what?
Altitude. Over G.
Wait, my teammate's alive?
Pull up. Pull up. Altitude.
No, they're dead.
Over G. Over G. Pull up. Pull up.
They're dead too.
Over G.
Okay. Where's that
Over
other
G.
fucker? There was someone 30k away. They might be fleeing. We love Emrams here, don't we, folks? We sure do, Swing Slippers. No, there they are! Shit! Where are they? Where is that F-16? Motherfucker, where did you go? Oh, where do you go? I don't know, but at this point, I'm getting afraid.
Over G.
It was an F-16 there.
Over G.
You have no idea how high-tier air works in this game, but I support it.
Pull up.
That's a good attitude to have, I think.
Over G.
That's a respectable attitude. It's missile joust chicken, and we're kind of losing it.
Lock. Over G.
You're not low enough, I think. No, you are low enough. You got
Over G.
You got my ass.
Lock. Lock.
Tricky target, I think. We're gonna fire a couple, see what they do about it. They do spin. They do spin!
Lock. Over G. Over
Cool.
G.
Ow! What was that? What was that from? No alert, it must have been close. Don't know who killed me there. Don't know who actually killed me. I'm probably because I had my blind spot. Probably just had a Fox 3 coming at me from the middle of the battlefield for like the past 5 or 6 seconds. I had no idea. Oopsie. But in, I don't know, probably fucking 300 matches, I think it's the first time in the A-15C I've been killed by a radar missile without seeing it coming. So, you know, it doesn't happen that often. Not something to worry about too much at this point. Fliffer says, I got a radar on my Bearcat once and it scared me, so I turned it off. That's such a such a great mentality. That's a great mentality! I support your mentality, my friend. That is a good mentality to have. I'm talking about takes. Yeah, takes and dunks are definitely planting your flag in a hill. Definitely not good for learning anything. I do not like that our social media in general have been terrible for us in a lot of ways, I think. There's ways it's cool, but there's also a lot of ways it's fucking horrible. I don't think we're very well designed for social media as a species. That's not a hot take, everyone knows that, I guess, but I'm just saying, I also feel that way. But it's definitely part of it is we're super encouraged into like the bullying people mentality, the like dunking on people mentality. Like, especially from a moral standpoint, especially like when you're lefty like I am, and you generally like agreeing with like I agree with left shit all the time, right? And I agree with, like, online leftists a lot on principle all the time, but there's a lot of the time where I think online leftists, I think everyone does this, but online leftists do it a lot more. They get kind of lost in the purity shit of, like, we're gonna dunk on this person forever because they're a piece of shit that should be cancelled for fucking ever for the rest of time, and it would be praxis to, like, stomp their head in with my boot in Minecraft, right? Like, you get some people who are just way fucking crazy on, like, the whole purity thing. And you get people, I think, who are, like... Again, everyone does this. Everyone does this, but, like... It feels good to dunk on people. It feels really good to dunk on people. You're right, they're wrong, they're a piece of shit. Like, it's like an acceptable target. We love making fun of acceptable targets. It's so cool. But it's not great when it's your default instinct all the time, because it's just terrible for discourse. Like, I'm not saying never, like, make fun of people. Like, especially people who are like pieces of shit. Like for sure, like, but I think it's very easy to like wear shit as your identity, especially in this day and age. It's very easy to be like, I'm the jet guy, right? And not even be like self-aware of it, but just be like, we're not talking about a guy who's like, I like to do model trains. We're talking about a person whose like entire life and is like based around this identity they've created for themselves, without really realizing it. Like, if your whole thing is, like, you are an online leftist dunking on shitbirds and chuds, it's not generally healthy or good, I think. Because you just become, like, an insufferable person to be around. Because it doesn't really become about progressing things or, like, making other people's lives better. It just becomes about finding targets to dunk on and be cool. The right has that, and it's those whack-ass transvestigators. Oh, yeah, and everybody does it, too. I think it's, I think you see, like, that kind of, like, bad politics purity testing more with online leftism, but maybe that's just because I'm lefty, so I am more exposed to it. I don't know. This is like saying, like, oh, you know, gotta hand it to the right or anything. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that is a big flaw of, like, online leftism that I have got used to. Is you can meet some really fucking insufferable people who don't really do a lot except yell at people online. Holy shit! Sorry, that was loud. Yeah, it's just like a different kind of brain rot. And you know what? Like, again, it's not like it's unforgivable to ever be in that state or ever do that. I've done the shit out of that. It's a very normal human thing to do, right? But it's definitely something to be, like, self-aware of, I think, and be like, oh, you know, maybe I'm doing that. Maybe I shouldn't do that so much. Is that a real enemy? That might be an actual fucking enemy. Do they know? Does J11 know? Yeah, I agree, Team Mahara. Yeah. A different issue, but I agree with that as well.
Over G.
Alistar says, hi, I'm gonna not educate myself on the topic. Pick a position to take and then defend it to the end for no particular reason. Oh god, I'm gonna crash into a hill. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna crash into a hill. I can't see.
Over G.
Please die. F-16. Nope.
Over
I will
G.
not be defeating this F-16 in the marketplace of ideas today.
Lock.
Yeah, exactly, flippers. Okay, they're having a go at me.
Over G. Altitude.
They're having their go.
Pull up.
Ooh, that's not good for me.
Pull up. Over G. Over G.
Shit!
Over G.
I have put myself in a position that is not good. It's coming back around on me!
Warning. Fire. Warning. Engine fire.
They did all the things they should do. That was well played by them. They defended both of my MRAMs well by flying low and notching. And then they ended up on my tail really nicely within 0.2 of a kilometer. Whereas I did not. I needed to probably slow down or make a different turn earlier. Or I needed to turn back in. So I fired at close range about 9 km. And I turned away to defend out. Oh, I think it was like 5 km. And I was turned away like they're going to MR me for sure. They didn't. They were too busy defending to actually get a missile off on me. And if I had kind of had the balls to hold that position, I could have 9M'd them and killed them. But I was defending because I was preempting their MRAM, so I wouldn't die. Look, Dyson says, yeah, there's a point where acceptable targets start to feel like the point. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of... I didn't make my point very well, but that's what I mean exactly, yes. Dyson says, I don't know if I care what your beliefs are if you're just looking for people to hurt, even though they deserve it. It's pretty fucked up. Yeah, and that's kind of the problem with... to make my point better, too, it's very, very bad when you think you're, like, the best and perfect and you're woke. It's very bad if, like, woke is kind of out of vogue to label yourself at these days, but, you know, back in the day, I think it was more common, for, like, online people to kind of, like, be like, no, like, I wouldn't do that. But the general idea is, like, if you just decide you're good, and you can't do anything wrong, it's bad, because then it's like, someone will be like, you did something racist, and the person will be like, no, I wouldn't do that because I'm woke, or I'm not racist. And that's bad, because everyone makes mistakes all the time. Everyone's gonna, you know, do a bad here or there. If you can never accept that, you're fucked. But our brains don't work like that. Our brains work with, no, I'm this, so I couldn't have done that. Your brain won't go, I talk about this all the time, sorry, I know I'm belaboring a point, but someone hasn't heard it. Your brain won't go like, oh, I'm sorry, I did a bad thing. I don't want to live like that. You know, I try not to live like that. Your brain will go, oh, I didn't do a bad thing because I'm not bad, so I couldn't. You must be mistaken. Fuck off. And that's bad, because, you know, everyone makes mistakes and does bad things. If you can't accept that, you're just in denial about it, and you're not going to learn to be better. But yeah, so you get that problem, Dyson. What you should remind me of that, because you get people who are just like, everything I do is good because I'm a good person. I'm woke, or I'm this or that. It's not necessarily online leftists as well. It's everyone. Everyone thinks of themselves as a good person, generally. You know, that kind of thing happens to everyone. You have to be able to be, like, aware of yourself and be like, hang on, you know, I can make mistakes and learn from them and be self-accountable. I think being accountable for yourself and being aware of yourself is really important. It's not natural. It's not a natural thing. It's not natural to us. We're not taught how to do it in school, and it's not natural to how we work society-wise. Thanks, Kartoffel Tree. And yeah, it's like you said, Dyson. Yeah, exactly, Sarl. It's like you said, Dyson. It kind of becomes the point for those people is just to shit on people. Where I've been through a really firebrand stage. Like, after I got politically active, I was politically inactive. Like, I didn't care about politics. I was just a white guy growing up. Trump happened, I got politically activated. I was radicalized, so to speak. And I was much more firebrand during that period. Because I believed very much in this quote from the Australian Army General here in Australia, who said it's a great quote: the standard you walk past is the standard you accept. And I basically lived by that. Basically, like, if there was something bad, I was going to call it out. Always. I was not going to ignore shit. And I cut ties with shitloads of people. I absolutely cut ties with so many people. Oh god, stay on them. Fuck, one of them didn't block.
Over G.
Just, you know, because it's like, well, I mean, fuck, they're like that shit, you know, like...
Altitude.
We can't hang out anymore.
Over G.
Or, you know, fuck you for that. Basically where I've ended up these days, over the last few years more, is... The really important thing for me now is kind of judging a person's character and intent. Like... I still think it's really important that, like, if there's something bad happening, especially if someone is suffering, especially, like, in front of you, and you can do something to help, that's a great use still of that quote of, you know, the standard you walk past is the standard you accept. Like a great example is, like, if you're playing an online game and, you know, someone's getting harassed because they're not a white man, definitely good to help out if you can actually help out there rather than just fan the flames. Like, don't be silent there. No, this is a gamer channel, of course it's game-related, is the example I use off the top of my head. But in general, it's really important to me now, like, where people are kind of coming from. Like, because you can be someone who, like, has all the right politics boxes checked, but you can be a piece of shit. You can be a really mean person who is just out here to, like, kind of hurt others, and that's really what gets you going, and you don't have the self-awareness. You either don't have the self-awareness to realize that's what you are and what you're doing, or you don't care and you just really like it, unashamedly. You can also be someone who has really shitty politics and really shitty beliefs, through one way or another, but very much have the capacity for change, because at heart, you are not a believer in those things because you are a nasty piece of shit, but because maybe that's how you grew up, maybe it's what you were taught. Maybe you don't know any better. And by fucking God in this world, there is always times we do not know better at something. And that matters to me a lot more these days, is not just being like, oh, that person said bad thing, fuck them, get the fuck out of this server, but more like, okay, that person did or said something bad, but they very clearly, like, either didn't intend it. Intention doesn't take away, by the way, intention doesn't take away if something's bad. It's not to, like, excuse shit and be like, oh, well, you know, they weren't trying to be racist, so it's not racist. But you can still do something racist, but not be a piece of shit, and be willing to learn and be like, oh, I didn't really intend that, sorry. You know, you can have capacity for change and growth. That's the big difference. That's what matters a lot to me. These days. I need to defend, I'm going to fucking die. It might be too late. It might be okay. I feel good, I feel good. Uh-oh, I feel bad. Go low. It's too late! Fuck. I went low too late. Yeah, it is so much more nuanced than that, yeah. And there's lines, you know. Like someone's not gonna come into the server being like an unapologetic Nazi, and then me be like, well, hang on, they've got the capacity to change. Like, there's context and nuance to shit, right? Like, maybe they do, but it's not gonna be fucking here amongst all the other people they're gonna make suffer with all that hateful shit. It's not gonna be fucking through me. There's context and nuance to everything. Strings Forces, I have no idea how high tier jets work, Lamau. One day I'll get into DCS and learn it. I can try to talk through it, and if I stop talking about politics. Save for maneuver suicide. No, I wasn't gonna crash into the ground, but it was too late for me to evade the missile. Way too late. I think one of the most important things for me is just like accepting how fallible I am. I make a lot of mistakes. And there's like a line between you don't want to just become a person who's like mea culpa, as in like, oh, you know, we all make mistakes. Oh well. You don't want to just be like, nothing matters, I think, but you also need to be aware you will continue to make mistakes because you're human. I will continue to make mistakes because I'm human, definitely. My really bad mistakes are typically a while apart at this point, so I think that's good. Lol Captain says, are there first-person lock servers that are populated? Yeah, it's called the Simulator Battle. I've never played it, and I don't think I ever will. But you can go there, I hear people play it, I've never played it. It's got a different flight model too. Menace needs to come out so we can have digressions like this again. Oh no, good. I just don't have any interest in like having that low situational awareness, because there are no enemy markers either. It's like the realistic mode. It's more realistic than the mode I'm in, which is called realistic battles, to figure that out. Certain Slipper says, every year of my life I thought it was absolute my beliefs until they had it figured out until the next year rolled around. Yeah, but the big thing for me is just sticking to like a kind of common thread of, you can have the wrong ideas and shit, but ultimately I try to give a shit about other people. That is hard sometimes, like, because I have shit going on in my life, or the world makes me feel like shit sometimes, and I don't really have the energy to give a shit about other people sometimes. But in general, I gotta evade now. In general, I try to give a shit about other people, and try to help others when I can, but more importantly, like, even if I can't go out of my way to help others, just try to, like, approach things, especially, like, the serious things that really matter, from a perspective of what does the least harm to people here, or what makes people happiest. Yeah, exactly. Same for me, Fluffers, is eventually it just all boils down to me to trying to be good to people as much as possible. It's really like the under foundation for me on everything. I have empathy, yeah. Yeah, empathy and sympathy, which are different things. Jai says, I try not to focus on being right all the time, I just want to be right eventually. Yeah. Well, that's interesting for me as a streamer, because, like, it's not really the same thing, but it's kind of related in how I feel playing games. Like, I've talked about this before, where, like, when I would get into playing old comp shooters like PUBG and even Warzone a lot, and be like, yeah, like, I want to play really good. If I played really good, people would watch my streams more. No, they won't. That's actually not how it works. Not for me anyway. Like, maybe if you're Shroud level and you're like the guy, like, I guess of XCOM for me, I guess a little bit, though I'm not even the best at XCOM. But, I kind of figured out over the last few years, slowly and eventually, that people don't really give a shit how good I am at something. It's just more if I can make an entertaining show out of it. Now, often being a certain level of good at something is requisite for making it look entertaining, like this. If I was just dying every round, this wouldn't be fun at all to watch. But also, shit like this is an XCOM, I kind of just do for me at this point. I'm fucked? Holy shit. Oh, fuck. It also, like, is not one size fits all. One problem for me, like, you know, some people you will watch for skill, some people you watch for personality, some people you watch for the show is entertaining, some people you watch for a blend of everything. One problem for me is that it's really fun to speak with authoritative language, but authoritative language is the fucking worst. Do you know what I mean? Like, am I gonna kill that motherfucker? Hopefully. Oh, they're already dead. Like, it's more accurate to be like, I think this before you say an opinion. I believe that, but it takes too fucking long. I'm not gonna do that every time. But even right there, like, I shouldn't be just saying, like, this is how a thing is, you know? Where is this other F-16? Hey, seriously, where's the F-16? Okay, they're over here now. Okay, weird.
Over G.
That might be then turned away. Whoa, 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 whoa!
Lock. Over G.
Holy shit!
Over G.
Oh my god!
Altitude.
It's right
Over
fucking
G.
there.
Over G.
I'm definitely at a level of competency of
Over G.
top tier jets though, where like I can have fun, and I think it's like if you're into this, it's fun to watch. Hopefully, but not a lot of people are into this, so I understand.
Over G.
It's not never gonna be like a big stream like XCOM, but I just play it for me. I love these games. Oh, this game, it's so fun. Gamer spotted. Let's get him. That's a real enemy, I think. That's the F-16. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 targets. One of them is named Pixie. Look the fuck out. Oh, I went off my radar. Whoops. That's locked, so it's okay. They just flew into it the whole time. I think they're dead. This is... Yeah! Yeah! Okay, this one wants some, so I gotta defend. I want you to invest in this game and have access to all its playtiles. A fair fucking bit of time and effort.
Altitude. Over G.
Yeah, made it
Over
that.
G. Pull up.
Like-
Over G. Over G.
Like, if you want to play top tier, it takes a while to get there.
Over G.
And a bit of
Pull
money.
up. Pull up. Over G. Over G.
To be quite honest. Is
Pull
that
up.
at me? Oh shit, that's at
Over
me.
G. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Over G.
Hey, motherfucker, where was that fired from? Oh!
Lock.
That locked. Good. See ya, buddy.
Lock. Lock.
One missile left.
Over G.
That was a bad launch. Now we got ourselves a dogfight.
Over G.
They bled too much speed. I did it again. I walked into it. Whoa! Oh wait, there was another one. I forgot about the other one too. Big mistakes. Oh no, it was my friend. That's why. That's why I didn't see it coming. It was my friend. Great job, buddy. Can you ever show how hard you die? In real life, yes. In this game, no. Well, Captain says, okay, that's what I thought. Shame, I like looking idea. So, it depends what you want to pay. And what kind of playstyle you want. So, I skipped World War II planes by having a premium jet that wasn't top tier, but was near it. I still had to play for like 2 or 3 weeks. Of like old like Dawn of the Jet Age jets with that F5C to grind up. But after those 2 or 3 weeks of very consistent play with a premium account and a premium jet, I was top tier and I had the top tier jets. That said, had is the wrong word there because I actually really enjoyed it. So if you would enjoy that kind of plane, this question gets asked a lot. If you would enjoy playing an F5C, that's a great way to grind the US air tree. But you can't do it free. If you play this game for free, all you can do is like grind from bottom to top of the research tree. And that will take you a while. Because you have to unlock basically 3 columns minimum to get to the bottom. F4S Phantom is sick right now too. I haven't got it and I haven't tried it. But I'm glad it's going good. I wasn't sure if it was going to be bad because it doesn't have Fox 3s and you can get up tiered into them. I wasn't sure. I don't mind spending up to $100 for an excellent game, just want to get nickel and dimed. So I didn't get nickel and dimed with this game, and you shouldn't either. I guess the reason for me is because I guess there's predatory microtransactions in this, but there's such bad value I never did them. So for instance, let's say I cared about getting this. I can boost research, and I can spend golden eagles to finish off the research, right? But spending the 100 I have right now would be like barely nothing. It would give me 585 RP, which is nothing out of 410,000. It's nothing. For reference, I would be getting 10,000 RP on a good match anyway. So for me to make up for one good match would be, I would be spending 236 golden eagles for one good match. And that's still just one good match. That's like such a small fragment. Like, for me to just unlock this thing now would cost 4,000 golden eagles, and I think that means to unlock, like, something from scratch would be just, like, 10,000, which is so much money. I think it's, like, 1,000 golden eagles is, like, $10, right? And so for that reason, even when I was really close, I would never boost research, pretty much almost never, because I was just like, that's such a bad deal. That's such bad money value, and I can't take that deal. So all I ever spent on this game was, I bought an F5C, that was the first thing I ever bought for this game. And then I got a premium account. And I got it on sale and it was half price, I bought it for a whole year's worth, it's still 100 days left of it. And that's all you need to efficiently grind, is just a premium vehicle that you like flying and can have good results in after you learn it, and a premium account. And that'll make you grind really fast. So if you get this fucking thing, he's a great grinder. Yeah, though it's not premium, that's the thing. The thing about the premium jets that's so good is that they research all the tiers equally fast. So if you have a non-premium, you want to research biplanes or like World War II planes, you need to have a plane that's near the World War II plane tiers. But if you have a premium plane, it can research every tier. So if you like World War II warbirds, you can get a premium World War II plane, right? Though I think the higher tier you are, the more RP you tend to get anyway for kills and shit. Well, tiers below, one tier up in every tier. Oh, okay. So premiums can only do all the tiers below it. Oh. Interesting. So rank 6 can't do rank 8. Oh. I guess that's kind of okay, because you're still getting ahead of where you premium bought into. So, okay, ignore what I said then. You can't buy a World War II warbird and premium way up to top tier jets. Never mind, you cannot do that. Sorry, I didn't know. That's me spouting misinformation. Vanny says, so you get good value only because you bought the second highest tier. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, I bought what was at that point the second highest tier, I think still is, this thing. And just ground the entire US air tree with it. And it worked great. Love this little thing. This little thing's great. Are all areas of played fighting each ever one battle? Oh goodness no, no goodness no. So you're matched on this number here, battle rating. And the most you can be up tiered or down tiered, that is the most you could be thrown into a match where you're match made against harder opponents, which is not ideal, but it happens, is one whole number. So this thing could at most fight 2.3. Again, chat might correct me if I'm wrong there, but that's my understanding of it. This at most could fight as low as P36As in opponents, or as high as... Where's a 3.3? I don't see any 3.3s, but you know, if there was a 3.3, it could fight that. But this at 2.3 couldn't fight a P51C because it's more than one up. Did we see a prop plane on an F5 match? Yeah, but those people aren't thrown into that. Those people are just stupid. Those are people who intentionally bring prop planes and shit to high tier matches just to troll. That's not like they've been match made. That would be hilarious. But the F5C can still do it, because it can still do one tier above, so the F5C could still get you up to here, just like I did. And I just went all the way, just played this fucking jet for, I think, 300 rounds in a row, just unlocked all this shit, and got the F-16s, and then started flying the F-16C. Catman says, but all the other vehicles in the game, you're stuck with the death trap beginner stuff, like tanks, etc. So no. So the premiums can be thought of as noob traps in that sense. It's not like they're necessarily better, well, some are. Some are, like, I think in Army, like, they say that BMP thing is better. But generally, the premiums aren't here to be, like, better vehicles. They're easier. You're skipping the grind. But it's not that they're better at combat, it's that they research better. They have higher modifiers on the amount of research points you get, which is how you unlock new shit. But it's not like they're better. So if you started playing at this tier, like, you can, if you enjoy these planes, you can find something at this tier you like and play through it. And you can, like, just play the game normally, which is, you know, unlocking the next plane, playing that one, unlocking the next one, playing that. You can totally do that. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. And there's always going to be shit ones, but there will be in each bracket of BR, there will be really good planes that you can enjoy. So if you like old World War II planes, I mean, go fucking nuts, you know? Get a P-51, like tanks, etc. That's cool. I think I was confusing this game with some other one. Looks like this one was just planes. No, this one has tanks too. But yeah, I mean, you know, if you like World War II, get into it. I just wanted to skip World War II. But you can totally get into this shit. Yeah, this has boats. Apparently some people play them. I fucking don't. There's the boats. It has river boats. It has helicopters even. I don't touch those things. And then it has tanks as well. And it even has a combined, in the tank mode, you do combined. You can actually get jets after you kill enough shit in the tank mode. You can bring your planes in, not just your jets. So it's good at all. And it's the tanks are really fun. It's a completely different game, but it's really fun. I haven't played it lately, but I did really... both of them take a while to get used to, but once you get used to like how to not be bad, it's really fun. Hey, fuck are you? Fuck you, Soviet tanks, piece of shit, fucking goddamn bullshit. Hey, fuck you! Hey, Shuka, fuck are you? It's a lot of fun. Oh, they're like little people sticking out of the turret. That's fucked up. But if you have any trouble figuring out this game, because this game is easy to play once you get used to it, but it is not easy to get used to in a lot of ways. There's a little like labyrinthian information that you just won't have as a new player that isn't taught to you properly. I skipped all that because I'm a streamer, and my chat had enough people who know War Thunder, both tanks and planes, to teach me how to play. You won't have that if you're not a streamer, and you might have to go out there looking on YouTube for information. All the information is out there on YouTube and stuff, but it's different, because when you're a streamer, the information comes to you. You make a mistake, and someone in your chat is like, this is what you did wrong. It's like having a bunch of coaches. But, if you get into this game and you have trouble, ask in my Discord if you want. You can ask me, you can ask in the Aircraft and Spacecraft channel, is where War Thunder is typically discussed. There are people in this community who are very good at this game and will answer any question you have. Last question. Yeah, go for it. We answer this like once every War Thunder stream. It's very standard. I asked these same questions trying to get into it, because I was in the same place where it's like, I want to play top tier jets, I don't want to do the rest of this shit. How can I just get a top tier jet? That's the same shit. Last question, if you don't mind. How much for a premium grinder vehicle in a year of premium? Oh yeah, for sure. So the thing is, the year of premium I only was able to get because it comes around during their like yearly sale time. I forget when it was. I think it was around November. So actually, I guess we're actually getting close if it's the same time every year. I think I just bought like a small amount of premium until then, and then I got like a whole year, and it was like probably like 50 to 100 bucks maybe. I don't remember. I do not remember at this time, but it was enough that I didn't feel like it was unaffordable. That's for sure. For a preemie, they're usually 50 to 100 bucks from me, and I'm talking in Australian dollars, so if you're US, that'll be less. That'll be far less, because the Australian dollar is very weak to the US dollar right now. Callan says they typically have a sale like that every 6 months. There you go. So I don't know if we're due. That's a great question to ask them. I don't know that. But I'll probably just get another year when the sale comes back around again, because I consistently play this game quite a lot. And yeah, if you're interested in the tanks, you can get the tanks. There's many interesting vehicles to choose from, many nations. I only play US, but there are, if you're like a nerd for this shit, there are many vehicles. Mainly came here for the jets, so I love them. And at this point, buying the right one is very important, because some of the premiums just suck shit. The F5C I think is still good, but it got up tiered a bit, so it fights harder opponents now, and bullies weaker ones less. Someone just a second ago said the F4S is good. I don't know, I haven't flown it. But yeah. It's probably still good. The F4S is very much like you want to do radar. Also, plus side of getting the F4S, you get the Fly Phantom. So, yeah, no worries. You'll probably have questions. Feel free to ask people. Don't be shy. The game can feel very overwhelming when you first get into it. It gets easier. It gets much easier once you get a little bit used to it. If you've ever played Tarkov, it's just like that. Where at first you're like, this is so bizarre, like none of this shit makes sense, how do I figure out what to do? And then within like a little bit of getting used to it, you're like, oh okay, like I get it, like this is easy actually. Oh no, I'm so awful, it's like it's just flippers. Yeah, well, I can't think of any other games that are like the same. What the fuck is that piece of shit radar? I can't think of any other games that are like making that point I'm trying to make. Tarkov's the only other game I can think of right now where like it was really dense and ununderstandable for me at first, and then now it's just like, oh yeah, Tarkov's fucking like pretty easy actually. You know, you get used to it. It's just like a lot of knowledge. Lots of knowledge. Same with this game. This game is like a bunch of knowledge that you'll get used to. And then once you like learn the fundamentals of that knowledge, you're pretty fine. Alright. I've never flown this thing before, I just realized. Maybe I did a long time ago. Hey, what are you doing? You can't all aspect a fucking AIM 7F. What do you think this is, an AMRAM? Actually, can. Get fucked. Take that, MiG-15. Oh, Phantoms look so cool, don't they? Yeah, the FRS is an HMD, that's pretty fucking good, actually. That's pretty fucking good, actually. I guess this thing would be pretty decent, except for if you got up-tiered against jets that have better radar missiles than you, because the AIM-7Fs aren't great. But if you were against things you're meant to be fighting, I guess this would be pretty good. Because I'm about to get banned, but no they don't. Huh? What's that? I used to think Phantoms were ugly, because I was wrong. I used to think Phantoms were like ugly and old. I was like, that's an old plane. I don't like old planes. I was so wrong. Phantoms are so cool, actually. Look how cool it looks. It's a vintage grandma. It's so good. One of your 18 bombs for ground targets? Yeah. I wish you got this like bomb marker in realistic battles. Even the cockpit of the Phantom's pretty cool, honestly. That radar is just like, yeah, that's water. That radar is like, yep, check out the ocean. I guess the F4S doesn't have a PD radar. Bomb time. How do I drop this? Oh god, how do I drop this? Oh, I'm dropping. I'm bombing! Oh, get fucked. I blew up a truck. I didn't blow up the tank. Blow up the tank. What kind of bombs are these? Well, this is going to be in the top 5 coolest airframes. Especially when it... Surfacing this, but when it came out. It's not a video game, but like... Compared to everything else to... Get bombed. Oh, I'm like shrapneling, I see. One more guy. The bombs are hitting the ground and then like exploding, I see. God, it fucking goes. Daddymon says it's nice right now in the Phantom. If you get up tier, you just hug the deck and go really wide and coming from the side and behind the F-14 and 15, 16. Okay, that's cool. Do you ever get put against AMRAMs? Or do you never get up to that hard? Hey, got it that time. Funny from the Harrier. I guess that's acceptable. You still for the SU-47 though? SU-47? Is that the fucking one with the backwards wings? That is the one with the backwards wings! Burkett. God, that fucking plane. Isn't there only one of those? Then he says, lots of F-14. This is what Momo and JJ are playing me right now. Oh, are you guys grinding up US Air Tree? Are you coming to join me? Are you on your way to play with me? Because that'd put you right about here, right? You'd be in rank 7. Camel says, yes, it's been running out in the open for a decade or longer. Here they are, yeah, and the event. Oh, right, there's some event on, isn't there? Pretty sure the Burkett was a tech demonstrator? Yeah, that's what I heard. Oh, raining F-14, yeah, I forgot. When's the F-18 coming? I heard rumors that it might be this year. I would like to grind out the F-18. I want the F-18. Sexy plane. I want the bug. I want Broken Arrow back. I could get my Hornet fix in if I could just play Broken Arrow again. Miss Lita says I only have premiums. Ooh. Yeah, playing the way Gaijin intended. Oh, there it goes. Oh no! Oh no! Gordon, get out of the test chamber! Oh my god! Incredible takeoff! Are you kidding me? Amazing! They're fine, folks. They walked it off. That's smoke. That's just victory fumes. Don't worry.
Attention to the map. Attention to the zone.
Watching Harriers take over is always the most fun. I miss 10.7, well, 11 now with the FOC, but I miss growing up with 10.7 because it was full of Harriers. There are so many Harriers in 10.7, and they would crash all the time. It was so great. .7 is so fun because of the bomber bots too. They're like NPCs that are worth points. Oh, but it was a cool ass plane, yeah. If all you've ever played is the Arma series, the Harrier is like the coolest plane ever. If you come up through Armor 1 and Armor 2, especially Armor 2, you're like, yeah, the Harrier, so sick. Best cast plane. Or Metal Gear Solid 2, yeah. Or if you're British. Where am I at? I'm only at 4K. I didn't find much this match, I was distracted. Wrong actually, says Banzer. Okay. Tell me more. Harrier's cool because Red Lit 2. True! I installed that game again recently. Also a really good point. Harrier, aka the Orca, but we can fit it in the Red Alert too. I'm gonna give it to you. I can't resist. I can't resist that shot.
Lock.
That's a missile. Don't bother on that.
Over G.
It's cool because there's so many reasons.
Over G.
Is it in The Rock?
Over
No, the Harrier isn't in The Rock, is it?
Over G.
Got him? Nice, that was a good shot. I was right.
Over G.
I need to watch The Rock. I don't think I've ever actually watched it all the way through.
Over G. Lock. Over G.
Neighbor targets. Quickly, quickly, quickly. We need to evade. That one right there.
Lock. Lock.
That one.
Lock.
You. Now evade. A little slow on the evade here. I might explode.
Over G.
It's F-18s in The Rock. Yeah, you're right. I'm thinking of True Lies. You're right.
Pull up.
Yeah, it's Hornets in The
Over
Rock.
G. Pull
Hornets
up.
do Rock. Am I doomed?
Over G.
I'm
Pull
something.
up. Over G. Over G.
That hill's not
Right.
gonna save me. It's not
Right.
high enough.
Pull up.
Oh, it did
Pull
save
up.
me. I tell a
Over
lie.
G. Over G.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Mamma mia! I'm gonna fucking explode for sure.
Pull up. Over G.
Oh, mamma mia! Mamma mia!
Over G.
Holy
Pull up.
shit!
Over G.
We're
Over
alive.
G.
Oh no!
Right.
No! Fuck! Get out! Get out! Get out! Shit! I turned right into one of them. I should have kept defending, I guess. I turned right into that. It's too late. But that's fine. I'm fine. Just knocked out. I'm fine. I'm A-okay. This pilot is fine. The only reason I know of The Rock's existence, apart from YouTube serving me clips after the fact, is because in a Shack Tack mission, they loved playing Hummel Gets the Rockets. That song. Like, climactic song from, like, the start of The Rock. They would play that during the extraction of one specific mission we played a lot, Pilot Down. You would be, like, holding the extract and the Chinook would be coming in and they would start playing dun, 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 that one. And that's the only reason I know of The Rock, honestly. I think about it, I've never watched it all the way through. I should watch it. You know the theme, right, Benny? Hell, if I go to my file explorer, I've probably got the theme. Guys, don't let crash on takeoff, yeah? music. I think I must have saved it. There's no Hummel Gets the Rockets. Okay, I'll just find it on YouTube. Ever played the Jane simulators? No, I had them and I never played them. I think my brother might have played them. When does it kick in? Yeah, it like kicks in like soon. Yeah, here it comes. Here comes Hummel Gets the Rockets. Hang on. Turn autoplay off. Where is autoplay? Autoplay, no. I think it's off, hopefully. This is the part that would play every fucking time at the end of this mission. It's so emblematic of that era of movies. Emblematic? I don't know what I just said. Yeah, now you know, Benny.
Lock. Over G. Over G. Lock. Lock. Lock.
Interesting launches for me today.
Lock.
I think that's enough for me.
Lock. 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 Over G. Altitude. Over G. Over G.
Got one. Oh my god, it's getting too loud. I can't hear the game anymore.
Lock.
If you can hear me, I'm gonna hold this AMRAAM for as long as I can before I fire it. That'll increase the probability of kill. Alright, fuck you, have that. And you're gonna get one in a second too. And now I'm gonna evade.
Over G. Pull up. Altitude. Altitude. Over G. Over G. Over G.
And they're dead.
Over G.
Yeah, Jeff knows nobody watches the War Thunder VODs, it's okay.
Victory is
Anyway, that's Hummel Gets the Rockets. And it gave us a pretty reasonable round, to be quite honest. I should play Hummel Gets the Rockets more often. I'm out of AMRAAMs. We have one Tomcat coming straight in on us, so I'm gonna hug the deck. 1, 2, 3. There's plenty of us left, so I don't need to go back to the base. Hey, what's that? Another one.
Pull up.
Play it MIDI-fied. If you can get me a MIDI of Hummel Gets the Rockets, I would. That sounds incredible, honestly. Look out for those trees, they're really tall. Deceptively tall. 2 enemies left. We see one. Automaton version. Don't bring up automatons to me again.
Pull up.
Don't you make me think about automatons.
Over G. Pull up. Pull up. Over G. Over G.
Hey, where's this fucker? I see ya.
Pull up. Over G. Over G. Pull up. Pull up. Roll left. Over G.
Alright, now what we want to
Over
do
G.
is we want to be at about 3 kilometers right on their
Over
edge.
G. Lock.
We do not want them to fly straight at us. Fuck.
Over G. Pull up. Pull up.
And we definitely don't want to get into a dogfight with an F-16. But they're just gonna AMRAM me. Oh, thank God they saved my life.
Over G. Excuse me. Altitude.
No, not excuse me, thank you.
Thank you very much.
That F-16 was gonna kill me for sure. I realized too late that they had turned way around on me way quicker and were gonna AMRAM me in the face. They would have... You know how it's like in movies and you're like, oh, my guy changed. You know, you're like watching a movie and you're like, oh, that's not real. Like, oh, the bomb stopped on 1 second. Yeah, right. That's what happened to me just there. That person would have been like about to loose that AMRAM. You know they had him because they just flew back from base. Hans Zimmer wrote Hummer Gets the Rockets. Yeah, Hans Zimmer wrote a lot of shit. He also writes some insane disses and bullying posts on people on Facebook. Apparently Spotify built a free audio to MIDI converter called Basic Pitch. Really? I should check that out. That's interesting. That is relevant to my interests. Basic Pitch. Fliffers before was saying there's a reason I'm not in the Pentagon to saying what planes we approve, but it just doesn't look cool, I'm sorry. I was like that on the F-35 till I played Broken Arrow. I was like, oh, F-35, so ugly. Gross. Then I play Broken Arrow, I'm like, the F-35... The F-35 is like Jesus in a plane. It's like a miracle. It's a little flying miracle. God, we love that stealthy little piece of garbage. We love that thing. God, we love that $5 trillion plane that cannot be perceived. Can we skip to Golgotha? To what? to what? So imagine you Broken Arrow, I want to play it again so bad. So do I! Flipper says, it's not like ugly to me. It just doesn't have a thing, the F-35. Yeah, it's because I played Broken Arrow and that plane is so good at Broken Arrow. That plane's thing is bombing the shit out of things that are meant to kill it, and they're just like, where is it? Where the fuck is it? What the fuck? The F-35's job is to be an overpowered little fucking garbage bug. A nasty little OP piece of shit premium gear carried pay-to-win plane. That just flies at things that's meant to kill it. And it's just like, fuck you, have a glide bomb. I'm not here. You never saw this. Golgotha was the hill he got crucified on Lamau. I don't even know why I know that. Hans Zimmer? What? That's right, Panzer. I was so confused, I like googled Golgotha immediately, Dyson, and now my screen is just like, go in all caps, Golgotha, the place of crucifixion of Jesus Christ! All I know is that I googled Golgotha, and now in the corner I can definitely see there's like a Saddam Hussein meme. Is this like the cave where Jesus lay for 3 days? Is that what that is? No, it's not. It's an actual diagram. I can tell just from that. But it kinda is though! Alleged site of Christ's tomb. Look, it's the Saddam Hussein meme! It's the same thing! It's... You need to put like a little like stick figure Jesus down here, like bearded. Fan! Oh my god. Well, this is a fun day. I'm gonna call it a day because that was a good round because I got 4 kills and that's good enough for now. The F-15C is very fun to play this game in because you just shit on people. I wonder if this will ever not be true. Will they ever nerf the F-15C? Will they ever give the Russians, like, a plane and missile that shits on me back? Am I actually good at BVR, or is the plane just carrying me? I don't know. This is the only plane I've got good at BVR with. I never bothered because before this the meta was just hug the ground because of multipathing, and that now I got into like BVR meta with the F-15C of AMRAAMs, and it's like, oh, this is fucking fun as shit. I don't know if it's fun for everyone else, but it's fun as hell for me. Benny says, there's an active radar humming version of the R-27, but it was only a prototype, so maybe not. Yeah, Benny, they'd never give the Russians gear like that in War Thunder, you're right. We're safe. Does the F-15 just, like, dominate until they inevitably introduce, like, 5th gen stealth aircraft for a laugh? How will they code that? Is it just gonna be, like, eat shit if you're not 5th gen? Will you get up-tiered? Can you imagine getting up-tiered against, like, an F-35 or an God forbid, an F-22? SU-57 actually working like IRL. Yeah. Can you imagine, like, getting up-tiered into, like, stealth aircraft and you're a 4th gen aircraft? That sounds like fucking hell. Shady Character says, can't give the Russians good gear because all their modern stuff is trash in real life. Oh, buddy, you don't play this game, I can tell. Don't... You ain't played yourself some War Thunder. Can tell you about that. Don't you worry, buddy. If you were worried about that, they've got you covered in this game. Don't worry. Stalinwood approaches. There is some real Stalinium in this game. You don't have to worry about a thing. Oh, it just makes me want to... Talking about... Everything makes me miss her. Even Stalinium makes me miss Broken Arrow. Fucking Broken Arrow when the T-14 hadn't been nerfed yet and just come out swinging. Or did they ever get nerfed? It was just a bug or didn't have a turret so it couldn't die. Either way, I need to play Broken Arrow again. What is Broken Arrow? I'm ignorant. It is the only RTS I really care about at this point. It is like a truly modern, like, version of, if you imagine, like, Wargame and World in Conflict, those games, is like a truly modern, next level, next gen of those, and it's fucking awesome. And it's not out yet, but I played in all the tests so far. They've all been fun. The last multiplayer test was so fun. I did a bunch of YouTube and, well, I did some YouTube and I did a bunch of stream of it. And we're hoping, I won't be able to stream this one sadly, but we're hoping there'll be a new test to play soon. Like this month. You're a big fan of Active War? Man, I played that game, but I can't say I was a big fan of it. It was kind of cool. It did some different shit, but I just preferred Zero Hour in the end. You ever mess around with Warno after it hit 1.0? No, I haven't, but Warno just feels too dated for me, both in the era that it's set in and just in how it plays. It just feels like kind of a weird version of Wargame. Something about their UI and what they did with Warno's like presentation just feels to me like it's Wargame, but like, you know how there's like trading cards? And, like, you'll have, like, a card, and then you have, like, the shiny version of the card, and it's like, okay, it's, like, kind of got a shiny card foil on it. Warno feels like a foil version of Wargame to me. It feels like very much the same shit, but it's like a... It's, like, shinier, but not necessarily better. It's, like, a weird kind of shine to it. But that said, there is... If I had to play... If Broken Arrow didn't exist, I'd probably be playing Warno, because it has cool shit in it that I approve of, like automation... and infantry don't die as quick. But Broken Arrow just blows it out of the fucking water. I could not play Wargame these days, or Warno, because I've played Broken Arrow, and I will not go back. It's just a quantum leap in RTS for me, I love it. Sirink says it's hard to compete with Carpet Bombing and Scarstorm, but it had a fun vibe. Yeah, it was kind of okay for a little bit. I played a little bit of it. I've got 0 Hour Red Alert 2 and Tiberian Sun all installed, because I found out I had them on Steam, so... Just waiting for an excuse to play those, really. Panzer says Broken Arrow is good because the Force Recon guys are always like, fork on here. Fork on here! Marching keeps us fit! Yeah, I miss them. I miss them. I do miss them. I miss fucking laser designating, HIMARS shots, and F-35 glide bombs with scout snipers in beautiful concealment. I miss tank micro. I miss the infantry micro once I got good at, like, just ramming them in. I got so much better at infantry in Broken Arrow once I figured out they're not meant to live. You just You don't dig them into places like wargame infantry to be annoying. You just put them in their little transports and you ram them into buildings full of enemy infantry and you kill them. Infantry are just like space marines in boarding pods. You just send them towards a building. The transport can be dead as soon as the infantry get there. That's fine. It's done its job. And then the infantry kill the enemy infantry in that building, and they've done their job. Is Modern Warfare Mod for World and Conflicts really good? It probably is, but I won't touch it. I'm serious. I can't go back from Broken Arrow. There's no other RTS of that type that I would enjoy anymore. Only different types like Total War or Dawn of War 2 would I enjoy at this point. Muppet says, I tried to midify Hummel Gets the Rockets and turns out it only works with single instrument recordings. That makes sense. Too bad though. That's like when I downloaded some Pitbull midis and they're insane. Some people do midis and it's like, it's just such a fucking mess. They've like done every instrument at once from the original song. And it's just like a clown show when you play it back. It's nuts. Should try Wick again sometime. Binge it Super once ages ago. Yeah, I played it again last year and it didn't hold me or anything. But it was a lot of fun back in the day. Camel says, the first game I played a Broken Arrow, my Lab 25 opened up on a BRDM2 on a flat side shot, and not only did it not die, it stopped and returned fire and killed the lab, and I immediately stopped playing lol. Yeah. Were you playing the single player, by the way? But yeah. Yeah, the game takes a little bit of a acclimatization period. Yeah, the SP demo way back. Yeah. Yeah, there's like a whittle bit of Stellinium at play with Broken Arrow, like a whittle bit. A little bit of, like, they get all their fucking prototype shit. But it is... I was really mad about it, but it is priced really high. Actually, once you get down to it, the cost effectiveness isn't too bad on it. Compared to US shit. But also, there is just stuff like that, where it's like, it's not armor, yeah, stuff like that happens where, like, it probably shouldn't. The Lab 25s especially are, like, in a bit of an awkward spot where their autocannons aren't really good enough to kill a lot of shit quick enough. But their armor themselves is light enough they get killed by a lot of shit like HMGs. But it's more like Broken Arrow than Vanilla Wick in my opinion. Modern Conflict mod, interesting. Well, it gives me PTSD after an armor mission. I fucked it. Automod's backing up when you say I fucked it. I tried to kill an APC of a Hellfire that was pushing our infantry group, but I didn't know what I was doing, and it came in like 30 seconds after I fired at Lima. I think I have a recording of it. Yeah. You can't do low-L Hellfires in Broken Arrow yet, but I hope they add it, because that'd be fucking fun. I'm actually really excited. I just played the game again with no changes, but I'm really excited to see what changes they've made, because it's been like over 6 months of changes. They got so much feedback on the last test to work on, and I'm really excited to see what changes they made. Anyway, I'm not going to sit here talking to you guys about it forever, though. I'm going to get the fuck out of here. This was fun. Thanks for joining me today. I enjoyed Hawk Ops, and I always enjoy War Thunder. I love this shit. Oh, how many matches did I have left? 4 more. I'll play them later. I'm signing off. I'm gonna raid someone, I'm gonna get out of here. Tomorrow's XCOM, of course, folks. You know it'll be XCOM on those 2 days unless I just can't make it. Or unless I'm really fucked up. Momentary's playing War Thunder. Momentary's playing Air right now, so I guess we'll raid Momentary. It's the perfect raid. Yeah, they're playing in the F4S Phantom. There you go. Go and see someone using it. I might watch a match. He's starting the Golans right now. I want to see how he goes. Credits. Thank you very much, everyone, for being the Wind Beneath Our Wings Ko-fi subscribers. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thanks, Kartoffel, for the subscription. And thanks, TB Graham, for the 61-month subscription as well. I'm gonna go get something to eat. Go say hi to Momo with the F4S. And I guess XCOM tomorrow. I'm gonna try to be better at XCOM tomorrow. We'll see if I can pull it off. If you want to play War Thunder and you're scared of getting into it, I was in your exact position. It's not as hard as you think, but it also requires a certain approach. You can do it. If you're into this kind of shit, we will guide you. Always feel free to PM me or ask in a Discord, an aircraft and spacecraft for help. A little bit of advice goes a long way with this game, and it's really fun. So I love this game. Alright. I'm out. See you tomorrow for XCOM. Bye, everyone. Have a good one. 5-kill match for Momo. Raid word is 5-kill match, big boy. 5-kill match. Let's go. See you tomorrow for XCOM. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a good one.
combat lover. Ugh.